So this is a review of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 since I can't be there in class today. What I want you to do is pause the video when it comes to a question. So like right now I would pause the video and I want you guys to attempt the problem and then see if you get the same answer as me so that you're not just copying down everything I'm doing because you need the practice. Okay, so if I'm giving you this as your first question, we want to get x by itself. So right now I'm dividing 4, so to get rid of it I need to multiply both sides by 4. Negative 2 times 4 should give me negative 8. Okay, plug them in and check it. You're going to be taking a quiz at the end of class once you're finished with this, and you can plug in all of your answers and check to make sure that they're right. Okay, if I'm looking at this, I need to get rid of the things not attached to x, but if I'm looking at this, what is 9 divided by 3? 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, now it makes it easier, so I have to subtract 3 because right now I'm adding it, so to get rid of it I need to subtract it. Remember, if you're going from one side of the equal sign to the other, you do the opposite to get rid of it. So now it's gone on this side. Negative 6 plus negative 3 is negative 9. Okay, here's my biggest mistake. So a lot of you guys need to check your answers by using a calculator. I love that you're trying to do it in your head, but some of you guys are making stupid mistakes just on adding and subtracting, especially with negatives. Okay, so make sure that you are double checking your answers. Okay, so I need to get rid of the things not attached to x, so I need to get rid of that 4. Right now I'm adding it, so I got to subtract it from both to get rid of it. 5 minus 4 should give me 1. Right now I'm multiplying negative 3, so to get rid of it I need to divide it. So now my x equals negative 1/3. Okay, don't lose your negatives. I'm having a lot of people losing their negatives as time goes on. Okay, do the things not attached to x first, so I need to get rid of that negative 5. So right now it is a positive or a negative 5, so I need to get rid of it, so I need to add it. So I have 2/3 x equals 7. To get rid of a fraction, you need to multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal in this case is 3/2. So that makes them cancel. So x equals, we can make it a fraction. Okay, when we multiply fractions, we multiply across. So 7 times 3 is 21. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, got to get rid of the things not attached to x first, so I need to get rid of that negative, so I need to add 2/3 to both sides. Okay, when we are adding and subtracting fractions, we have to have a common denominator. So my common denominator in this situation, I am going to make 12, so I need to multiply this by 3/3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12, plus I need to multiply this by 4/4 to get that 12 on the bottom. So 4 times 2 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12. Now we can add them. So we add across here, so 8 plus 3 is 11, so we got 11/12. Okay, to get rid of this fraction, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. So we flip it over. Okay, so I'm going to get x equals, because that will cancel. We could simplify, but I'm not going to. So when we multiply fractions, we multiply across. So 11 times 2 is 22. 12 times 1 is 12. And if I wanted to simplify that, I could take 2 out of both of them and get 11/6 as my answer as well. Okay, this I could do it 2 different ways. I could either add this 4 over and then subtract it over, or since they are on the same side, I could do as it says. So 4 minus 4 gives me 0. So just remember, if they are on the same side, you do it how it says. So that 4 minus 4. Okay, so right now I'm dividing by 2, so I need to multiply by 2 to get rid of it. So now I have negative x equals 20. Okay, to get rid of a negative, I need to divide by negative 1. So now my x equals negative 20. Okay, this I need to distribute first because I have this 2 sitting out here. So I have to distribute to both of them. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And then we add that 3x onto it. Okay, we can combine like terms. So 2x plus 3x, again, if they are on the same side, you do as it says. Okay, so 2x plus 3x is 5x. We got to get rid of that 10, so we need to add it to get rid of it on that side. So 5x equals 30. Right now we're multiplying 5, so to get rid of it we need to divide it. 30 divided by 5 should give you 6. Okay, plug your answers back in to check them. Okay, this one it looks like we can combine some like terms. So 4x minus 2x gives me 2x. And then negative 3x plus 7x should give me 4x. Okay, and now we got to move some things around. So if I want to subtract 2x, because right now it's a positive 2x, so to get rid of it, I need to subtract 2x. 4x minus 2x should give me 2x. I'm adding 11, so to get rid of it, I need to subtract it. Okay, again, negative 3 minus 11 should give me negative 14. Make sure you don't mess this up. Right now I'm multiplying by 2, so I need to divide to get rid of it. So x should equal negative 7. Again, don't lose that negative. And check your answers because we're making silly mistakes. So if you realize when you plug it in you made some mistake, that means you can go back and fix it and get the answer right. Okay, we can combine some more like terms. So we got 5 and 2, so 5 plus 2 gives me 7. Okay, if I wanted to add my 4y, okay, negative 4y plus 4y gives me 0. So right now I have 7 equals 7, which is true. So my answer for this is identity, or you could call it all real numbers. Okay, we talked about that in one of our videos. That means if I put any number in for y, for both these y's, that means it's going to work. So 3, if I put 3 in there, it's going to work. If I put 4 in, if I put negative 1,000 in for y, that means it's always going to be true. Okay, so it's either identity or all real numbers. Okay, let's try this one. So we need to get rid of the things not attached to it. So right now it's a positive 35, so to get rid of it we need to subtract 35. Oh, sorry, we want to move the t's first. We want to add that t over because there's t's on this side. So we got 35 equals 2t plus 5t gives me 7t. Right now we're multiplying, so to get rid of it we need to divide it. So t is equal to 5. Again, plug your answer back into the t's to check to make sure both the sides equal each other. Okay, we got parentheses, so we need to make sure we distribute first. So 6 times 3x is 18x. 6 times 9 is negative 54. Okay, if we distribute this 2, we got 2 times x, which is 2x. And 2 times negative 3 gives me negative 7, or negative 6. Okay, so if I want to get rid of this 2x, I could subtract it over here. So now I have 16x minus 54 is equal to negative 6. Add 54 to get rid of it on this side. So now I got 16x is equal to 48. Divide by 16 to get rid of it, so x should equal 3. Okay, and again, if you plugged it back in and checked it, you would get both sides to equal each other. Okay, let's try adding 6. So it gets rid of it on that side, so we got 7z equals 12 plus 7z. Subtract 7z from both sides. 7z minus 7z cancels out. 7z minus 7z cancels out. So we got 0 equals 12. 0 never equals 12. So our answer for this is no solution. Okay, there is no value that's going to be true for this situation. Okay, a pizza cost $10 plus 70 cents per topping, and Sam spent $15.60. How many toppings did she get? So we got $10 plus 70 cents per topping, but we don't know how many toppings. So we got 10 plus the 70 cents per topping, so we're just going to say T. And they spent $15.60. Okay, so then we're just going to solve, so subtract 10. So 0.70 T is equal to 560. Divide by 0.70. So T should equal 8 toppings. Okay, another issue that I am having that I've noticed is if I have, let's say this. Okay, this is the same thing as -1, and we distribute to both of them. So -1 times x gives me negative x. -1 times -9 gives me a positive 9. Make it a positive. Don't put two negatives there. Make it a positive so that now you're going to subtract it to get that -5. Okay, I have a lot of people that are putting negative, and then they're like subtracting it over and it's getting really confusing. Okay, or they're trying to add it over because they see that negative and then they're trying to add. So if you see two negatives like that, make it a positive before you start moving things around.